All right, well, we've got the floor cleared off. We got a couple tip-ups set. We're ready for our maiden ice camping voyage here. Like I said, got our pop-up, our insulated hub here. Our next step is getting our heat going. So I did an entire video on this, so I'm not going to really go too in depth, but I've got my little wood stove here. That's backwards. Yeah. All right, we got her flipped around here now in the right door. So next thing I'm going to do is figure out. Just kind of get my stovepipe set up going how I want it here. Got that in there now. A little better. All right, that'll do. Now, got our scraper. There's my joint. I had a buddy of mine weld that so that aims our pipe out. So now, put our damper in here. Number one. Our second pipe here, number two, like that. And then we have our spark arrestor out on the end, and we're good to go. There we go. And that is how we set up our wood stove. Now, let's kind of get this in the position we want it. I don't want it blocking the door too much, but we want to have space to put our cots here later and not be in the way of this. So I think we got ourselves a pretty good setup. And the ultimate goal here is to get a pot of coffee going. So next thing's next. We're going to load up a little bit of wood and get ourselves a fire and some coffee going. You're probably wondering, hey, if you're just doing an overnight on the lake, why would you want to have a wood burning stove rather than just, hey, a buddy heater or, you know, one of those sunflower heaters? And for a couple of reasons. One, you know, the nicer, newer buddy heaters do a really good job. They have a low oxygen sensor on them, so the carbon monoxide poisoning thing isn't as big of a concern as it maybe once was with some of those newer ones. The older sunflower heaters still will kill you if you're not careful. There's always going to, when you're burning something, there's always going to be a little bit of carbon monoxide, but burning wood and venting it properly like this, the chances are a lot lower. I still have a carbon monoxide detector that I'm going to turn on in here when we decide to set up and go to sleep. The nicest thing about wood heat, though, is it's dry. When you burn propane on an unvented heater, you get a lot of water byproduct. One of the byproducts of burning propane is water. So this eliminates the water, so you get a lot drier heat. You don't get condensation on things while you're trying to sleep, right? You're not getting that chill because it's not damp inside your house because you've got a dry heat source. So that's my number one reason for wanting a wood stove. And it just smells nice. It's awesome. Just having that crackling fire going, even though it's in a hub shelter, is just woo-wee. It's awesome. It's pretty nice out today. It's probably 25 degrees, but one of the things we wanted to do and the reason for getting this fire going is, man, I am dying for a cup of coffee, and that's another reason I love having the wood heat here, is I got my camp percolator here. So all I gotta do is fill this baby up with some water and just let her sit on the top of the stove, and in about 15 minutes I'm gonna have a nice toasty warm cup of coffee, and it just adds to the awesome that is a wood stove in a pop-up hub shelter. And the coffee is done. Fill me a cup, would you, buddy? Winter camping at its best, right here.
This is living.
Look at that little percolator coffee.
This is living.
Oh man, thank you, sir. Gonna leave that on there to keep it warm. Just gonna shut this down a hair because it is throwing some major heat right now. I mean, it's almost hot in here. So shut that down, conserve on our wood, and maybe just
hats off.
Look at that. Hats off.
Hats off. Cup of coffee.
We put the floor in while the coffee was cooking. Got a few fishing things ready to go for tonight, and Man, here we go. What are you doing? The fish don't bite and you're ice camping? You sit around drinking percolator coffee and you play cribbage on a camp table that's older than I am. Oh, all right. I'll deal.
There you got me.
All right. Any second now, there's going to be a flag because we're starting a fresh game of cribbage here.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, just take them.
It could be a baby walleye, actually.
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice.
Oh, first walleye of the day, probably a 27, maybe a 10. Yeah, 27.
27-inch walleye.
That'd probably be a nice 12-inch walleye, maybe. Boy, here's a bucket. Yeah, it's about a 12. We'll let that guy go. But first walleye of the day, first walleye of the trip. Sign of things to come. Woo!
Coffee's done. Actually just poured the last cup. It's still steaming. It'd been sitting there for a while. We've been catching quite a few fish, so we've been in and out. Obviously you can see we got a few holes punched in here. Hoping to maybe set some rattle reels in them later for tonight. But for now, stove's just kind of slow rolling, so I threw my cast iron pan on there just with a couple of Johnsonville sausages in there, and so let those cook up nice and slow. That way, as we get hungry, if we don't get the fish we're hoping for, we got a little something to eat here. So, man, this winter camping's where it's at.
Right.
Oh.
Another pickerel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Getting some exercise today anyhow. Gotta love the weed line fishing.
There is. Oh, maybe. Oh, it's a nice walleye.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We got a meal.
That's a beautiful walleye right there.
That is the start of what I hope. That's how you know you hooked him good. That's the start of what's going to be things to come tonight.
That's a great fish to start the night right there.
We're still fishing, but we got enough for dinner, so I'm gonna clean these up quick, and that way we can get a little oil going and have ourselves a little fish fry here. I'm just gonna clean them up quick on the back of the truck here, and then when the time comes, we want to eat, because with these 3 fish, even if we catch more, we'll probably just let them go, because we don't need, for the 2 of us, we don't need more than 3 fish, and we're just gonna eat what we catch tonight and leave the rest go and just have fun catching them from this point forward. So got ourselves a nice meal for 2 dudes and get them cleaned, and whoops, there we go. That's better. You know, the nicest thing about this stove is we caught some fish today, got a nice rolling fire going in there, and now we got our fish in the bucket here, chunked up, ready to go. So, we're going to start cooking a little dinner here. Let's start. Just good old-fashioned vegetable oil in the pan. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Yeah, a little more. There we go. Normally I would do this in a Ziploc bag, but today we are the Cajun style shore lunch. They were out of original recipe, which is normally my favorite, but Cajun style. Gonna have ourselves a little dinner here.
Why not spice it up when we don't have a basket?
We brought a roll of toilet paper. We got those 3 walleyes in there, so we're gonna go the whole pack right in there. Shake and bake.
I didn't tell.
There we go. Now, look at that, perfectly coated. As soon as our oil gets hot, this is the way it always goes. I have my bobber down here and start cooking, and it goes down. God, how long do you give them? I got a big minnow on here.
Got a big bobber on there too.
I do. Got him.
Greg's set nice.
Well, I didn't want to.
Oh,
It's set pretty tight, or loose, I mean. It ain't big. Ain't a giant. But I'm guessing it's going to be the right flavor. There's my super sweet bobber. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, look at that bad boy.
Hey, oh.
That ties up the game.
It does. We're cooking fish on one side of the shack and catching fish on the other. Look at that. Ah! There we go. Look at that. Catching them here, cooking them there. That's our little test piece there. God, I just had them up too.
Did you?
Yeah. We did a test piece. Good. We just had that walleye in the shack. I don't have my thermometer with me, so put a drop of water in there. That's how I test it. Looks to be hot. So give these another shake here, and we're gonna do our first batch of fish. We've been eating it as it's coming out of the fry pan. That's the last batch right there. Those 3 fish we ate. But man, it was about the perfect amount. Running around on the ice all day really makes a guy hungry. So we just shut down the fryer. Now all we gotta do is dry out Chris's socks up there in the corner. I don't know if you can see them. Those are nice. Oh yeah, those are gonna smell good in the morning.
Yeah, they're gonna smell real nice.
Nice warm feet. We ate, we fished. We haven't had any action in probably over 2 hours now, so we broke out the cots. We're set up for the evening. The cots we're using are fairly big, so they take up a fair amount of room, but we still got room to move around in here. But I think our fishing's pretty well done. We're listening to a little Christmas music, even though Christmas is over. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting. I think I might turn in. I'm tired. There's a lot of running around today, so got a pretty good setup here, I think. And that wood stove is burning hot, so it's gonna be warm all night. We got the CO2 carbon monoxide detector there, so should be good to go. It's 11 o'clock at night. Still rocking the Christmas music. Got him? Got him. Nice one.
Yeah, feels alright. Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Oh, did you lose him?
No.
Nice one. Laying in bed, catching walleyes. He's splashing all over.
I made a mess for sure out of that.
Woohoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're still biting. 11 o'clock at night. Oh, unreal. It just starts rattling.
This is my kind of fishing.
Oh, God. That's a nice one, too.
That's not a bad fish.
Slot fish.
It's a slot fish.
Yeah.
It's not a bad fish.
I think I had just fallen asleep, too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably an 18-incher.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
17? I don't know. Yeah, that's 18. 6.
Oh, you're a bum.
Night night, sweet prince.
It's about 5 a.m. Just woke up to stoke the fire and threw the coffee pot on, so maybe we'll get some tip-ups going, let that percolate. See if we can't get some more fish this morning. Alright, well, I don't know how well this is showing on the camera, but got our tip-ups out. Coffee's been cooking now for a while. A few things that with our first outing here that we've run into is I've got a good high quality pair of Arctic muck boots. They don't let water in ever, but they don't let water out. And I didn't realize how much my feet had sweat yesterday, and they are soaked, so I'm trying to dry my socks out a little here after putting my tip-ups out. One other thing is we got a buddy that's a cabinet maker, and he sent us tons of scraps. We actually had about a, I don't know, 24 inch by 24 inch by 18 inch box full of these wood scraps that he cut for us, and they burn really nice. They burn a nice hot fire, but the problem is they burn fast. So this is what we've been using. We're warm now, but over the course of the night, about every hour, you'd have to wake up because you'd be like, ooh, it's cold in here. Throw some logs in, it'd get nice and hot fall back asleep for an hour, hour and a half, and then you'd be cold again. So might have to reevaluate how we're doing the whole wood thing. But I tell you what, she's warm in here now with this fire going. That door kicked open. She's hot, and my socks are drying off nice too. So I think we're gonna have a cup of coffee. There's your cup, Chris. Oh, I'm gonna need a glove. I'm gonna need a glove. Need a little warm. Oh yeah.
Right, we're just sitting here playing a game of cribbage and rattle reel done gone.
Let's see what we got here. I think he dropped it, knowing my luck.
Got him?
Got him. Oh no! Oh, there, he's a little
fella.
Little fella. Little fella.
Oh yeah. Got him, no?
We got him. Oh. Now, I could reset that.
Why, you should.
Oh. That's a cute little guy.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's walleye number 15.
Yeah.
All right. Not a bad.
You don't want to go?
You want to hang out and play cribbage? See you later. Here you go.
I'm going to consider our first ice camping outing a success. We learned a few things we didn't need, a few things we need more of, but for the most part, we had a great time. We caught a pile of fish. I'm actually going to do a couple videos out of this trip because we caught so many fish. I'm going to make that a separate video, so if you're interested in that, I'll throw a link down in the description, maybe a tile at the end of this video, I don't know. I'm not the world's greatest editor, but you know, we had a blast. The wood stove worked great. Definitely need a little bit warmer sleeping bag. The Coleman sleeping bag from 1995 just wasn't quite cutting it, but thankfully the wood stove kept us warm. So the new insulated Eskimo was great. But you know, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. We're gonna get this torn down, packed up, and get out of here. So this morning bite period has kind of come to a close. So we're taking off, and hopefully can do it again soon. Thanks for watching.